Hello, everyone, and welcome to Angel Healing House. My name is Claire Candy Hoff, and my name is also Angel Ariel, as I had an angelic walk-in experience on January 11th of 2003, which I write about in my award-winning #1 Amazon International bestseller, I Am an Angelic Walk-in, the autobiography of Angel Ariel. If you are a subscriber to my YouTube channel, welcome back. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. It does mean the world to me. And also, it's beautiful to be in your energies again. And if you're watching and listening for the first time, a big welcome to you. Let me tell you a little bit about myself through my full-time healing practice, Angel Healing House. For almost 20 years now, I'm a healing practitioner, Reiki master teacher, having taught many master teachers and Reiki practitioners around the world, either in my Santa Monica office or online. I'm an intuitive counselor, a tarot card reader, clairvoyant. I am a channel. I do past life clearings and ancestral healings. I have a brand new service, which is Twin Flame Energetic Connection, which if on the rare occasion that your twin flame is on the earth plane with you, you can energetically connect with them, or in most cases, our twin flames are across the veil, and we bring in, the Posse of Angels and I bring in that person so you can be reunited with them and be in their energies once again. Now, you can also connect with me through my 10-year now weekly Angel Healing House blog talk radio show, which is on every Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And at the beginning of the program, we bring forth channeled messages for direction and clarity for the conscious collective. And then the next part of the show is I've got people calling in around the world for free mini angel readings. So you can always call into the show then to see if you can get on and be one of those ones to have a free mini angel reading. But today is time with Angel Ariel to restore hope, inspiration, and peace by sharing stories and poems, things that help us to remember who we divinely are. They help us to be calm and feel restored, recharged, and refreshed. So do take time out and make sure that you won't be disturbed so that you can be in a quiet place to connect with the information in these videos. Let's start, as we do every week, by taking a very big breath in and slowly breathing that out. Take another big breath in, and when you breathe in this time, breathe in with the intention that you're breathing in directly to any stresses, any worries, any tight muscles in the body. Okay, here we go. Breathe in. And when you breathe out those tensions. And feel yourself relaxing. One more cleansing breath in. And breathe that out. We're going to start today with a story about an old lady in a nursing home. Her nurse noticed that over time, that the elderly lady, who had the most beautiful hair when she came into the facility, was steadily losing her hair. The nurse visited her one morning and found her staring at herself in the mirror. The nurse noticed she had only 3 hairs left on her head. Cautiously, the nurse said, "How are you today, dear?" "Oh, I'm great," replied the old woman. "I think I'll braid my hair today." And she did, and she had a wonderful day. The next day, the nurse peeked into her room and saw the elderly lady looking at herself in the mirror. It was then that the nurse noticed that she only had 2 hairs on her head. Hesitantly, she asked, "How are you today, dear?" Said the old lady. "I think I'll part my hair down the middle and wear pigtails." So she did, and she had a great day. The next day, The nurse visited the old lady and saw her staring in the mirror. The nurse noticed that she only had one hair left on her head. Tentatively, the nurse said, "Oh, how are you doing today, dear?" "I'm fine, but I can't be bothered with any fancy hairstyles, so I'm going to wear my hair in a ponytail." So she did, and she had a fun day. The next day, the nurse went in to the old lady and saw her staring in the mirror. The nurse noticed that there wasn't one single hair on her head. With great concern, the nurse said, "Are you all right today?" "Hooray!" exclaimed the old lady. "Now I don't have to fix my hair anymore." And like this old lady, we all know where we began from spirit to our human birth. And we know that physically it will all end someday, and we will return to our one true home. Oops, this one. One true home behind the veil of forgetfulness. But in between birth and death, or I don't like to call it death because we just cross over to spirit, it's our perception and our attitudes as to how we choose to act towards our lives that can make all the difference and create a joyful, wonderful life for ourselves. Remember, it's not what happens in our life, but how we choose to react to it that makes all the difference. And this is really important as we come up and we're only 2 weeks away before the end of the year and the beginning of a brand new slate in 2022. Now, the Posse of Angels is asking us to look back over this monumental year of revelations and disclosures and ultimately growth and transformation on planet Earth. Now, the Posse of Angels is reminding us that each civilization in past histories, that chose to exalt itself and rise in consciousness, it always did this through massive revolutions in order to seek to remember its divinity and the road to travel back to reclaim it. These times on planet Earth is yet again another one of these times when planet Earth is exalting herself in light to throw off the darkness, and each one of us gets to bear witness to it. But not only do we get to bear witness, the Posse of Angels are reminding you that if you are here now, you have been through similar revolutions in your past incarnations. And you were chosen specifically because in those lifetimes you had the courage and the bravery, maybe to speak up for yourself, maybe to hold the light. And so you're not here by happen chance. Because you've been through similar revolutions, you are here now. But, and there is a big but here, and the big but is that this time will stick. This time the light has already won, and we are seeing the last dark crumbs being swept up, and we are going into a world which will be transformed into truth and justice and light and peace and unity and prosperity and equality for all, and not just an elite few. So, if you are here in physical form, they wish to remind us to take some time leading up to the end of 2021 to reflect on what we garnered from particularly this past year. Just close that down. Okay. As everything that we co-create and manifest to ourselves is there to help us on our journey. What did we learn? Think about it. Some may have learned patience. So many of our plans got waylaid by cancellations and unconstitutional restrictions which stopped our freedoms. Some may have learned tolerance for other people's beliefs and health choices. Some may have opened their hearts to finally forgive others. Some may have opened up their hearts to forgive themselves. And we may have learned just how strong we are and how much courage we have had to stand up for ourselves. and what we hold to be true. Now, the posse of angels is sharing that many learned so much about themselves and what a difference that they make in the world. You know, we might have learned things that were really important to us, things that we might have taken for granted. And believe me, in these past 18 months, we might have taken for granted our health, our freedoms, the deep connection of love, and that we felt for others. And many of us were restricted of going to families' funerals, um, about being together with loved ones when they crossed over. I mean, there was just so many things that we had to contend with. This great outpouring of love and compassion for others created actually a softening in our hearts of the collective and brought about a different perspective as to how we now see life, what is important to us, and what we give most of our attention to, and what truly matters. And similar to the old lady in the nursing home, it so often comes down to not what happens to us, but our perception, which makes all the difference. The Posse of Angels and I have often spoken many times on Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio show how two people can have the same experience, and one chooses to see it as a tragedy, and one chooses to see it as a blessing. We choose to see what has occurred. We, meaning the Posse of Angels and I, choose to see what happened on planet Earth as a great time of jubilation, a great time of celebration, for the dark agendas have been and are now being revealed and brought to justice, for those new structures and systems of light to be created and to replace those that were always built on corruption and deceit and to cause harm to others. And these new systems are going to be replacing them of light that will benefit all of humanity and not just an elite few. And while the Posse of Angels and I are able to already see the end of the revolution and how it is going to be absolutely glorious, and how much that this planet and its inhabitants will be thriving in every way, there are many who have lost hope and are deeply in despair. To help those who are disheartened, this beautiful poem by the author Leonard Milgram will provide some support. Don't let your heart fall apart at its seams. Don't let the world ever dampen your dreams. Don't ever believe that evil succeeds. Don't ever succumb to nefarious deeds. Don't let the media plunder your hopes or conventional wisdom tie your ideals in ropes. Don't sell your conscience for a brass or a bone. Don't ever think you are truly alone. Bolster your spirit and follow your star, and God will be with you wherever you are. So if you feel helpless and in despair, please know that you are not here by happen chance. As you, again, your soul has been through similar evolutions in Earth's dark history, when she tried to exalt herself and raise her consciousness to free herself from the dark influences. But the Posse of Angels wish for us to know that unlike other times, this is the time that the light has won. Please remember that if you are on Mother Earth in physical form, you hold such a beautiful gift to share with the world. The Posse of Angels wish to bolster our hope by suggesting that we take some time out in reflection to imagine those beautiful cities of light and to see them as already being here on planet Earth. In my cities of light, the earth is no longer polluted. Her land and sea and air are completely cleaned up with the extraterrestrial or galactic families beautiful technology to clean up the planet. Imagine a health system that cares for the prevention of dis-ease and to build up the body's natural ability to heal itself through things like vitamin D and zinc and vitamin C, quercetin, organic foods, without FDA-approved poisons in our foods, such as artificial coloring, flavoring, preservatives, chemicals, and GMOs. Imagine a world without carefully orchestrated manufacture wars that were always for greed and corruption. Imagine companies and governments and politicians that really care about people and not their bottom line. Can you imagine the end of poverty and homelessness? Now, the Posse of Angels and I have mentioned many times on our Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio show that poverty and homelessness were never about money, but it was a lack of caring, compassion, and humanity for others. Can you imagine no more bickering between nations as we realize that our greatest strength as a planet was and always will be working together in unity for the greatest good of all concerned? Please know that all of this is looming on the horizon, and with my angel's perspective, myself and the Posse of Angels can see this very clearly as we progress into 2022 and further into 2023. And if you know of anyone who's going through trying times, then we can send them beautiful healing light to help them release the old, corrupt world in order to see and be able to visualize a new planet of peace, prosperity, justice, truth, kindness, compassion, and love coming into manifestation. You've been listening to me, Claire Candy Huff, Angel Ariel, here on Time with Angel Ariel to restore hope, inspiration, and peace. You can connect with me every week on Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio on Thursdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. For any of my services, my #1 Amazon International Award-winning books, please go to my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com. And you can always call Angel Healing House on 831-277-3716, and that is Pacific Standard Time. Go out, everyone, and fashion an absolutely beautiful light for yourself and for the planet. And please know that you are so valued. You are so valued, and you are so worth your contribution to the collective. You might be just a little drop in the ocean, but the ocean wouldn't be the same without your contribution. I'm wishing you love, and as always, angel blessings. And I look so forward to speaking with you again next week. Please do share and like, and if you feel so driven to, or that you would like to subscribe to the channel, please do and share it with others. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day and a beautiful rest of the week. Take care. Bye.